Hello everyone, Switchhillian here. Long has the reign of Pokémon fell over the earth, giving us games, TV series, movies, toys and even a brand new card game. No one even comes close to touching the holy grail of the fandom that is Pokémon. But that might come to an end, as more and more developers are trying their hands on the monster catching formula. Enter the ring is Vivo Interactive, to try and get some crumbs of that huge Pokémon pie, with their own monster catching game Nexomon. Their latest game, Nexomon Extinction, is available on the Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 4, Xbox and PC this week. So let's see what it brings to the table. Before we begin, be sure to hit that like and subscribe button to receive more gaming and Nintendo related content straight to your YouTube feed. Nexomon Extinction isn't the first game in the series. The developer has actually done mobile versions of Nexomon in the past for iOS, Android and PC. Ew, you're telling us that this is a mobile game? Well, I'm out if that's the case. But wait, hold your horses, because Nexomon Extinction is a brand new game specifically designed with consoles in mind. So let's give it a shot and see what they baked in the oven. From the moment you start your adventure, you will notice that Nexomon has a much wilder story than collecting badges and beating some random league. In Nexomon Extinction, long dormant tyrant Nexomon emerge that wish to destroy the world and reign over humans and monsters alike. Of course, you can't let it happen, and as the orphan you are, you have nothing better to do than to join a Tamers Guild in the hopes of saving humanity and stopping the tyrant Nexomon. Well, now that's a much darker story than we are used to, although it does feel kind of natural and logical when you know that there are huge and dangerously strong monsters out there. Something Pokémon is a bit too kid-friendly when I think about it. As you start your adventure, you are given a choice to pick one of 9 Nexomon to choose from. Yes, you heard it right, 9. Every type of Nexomon is available from the very start, making things mighty interesting and giving you options like choosing a rock Nexomon or a psychic type. The traditional rock paper scissors format is also visible here, making fire stronger than grass, grass stronger than water. You know the drill how it works. Choosing any type as your choice is just a start, because from the moment you leave your hometown you are greeted with all of the types to fight or catch, making the learning curve also slightly higher than Pokémon, where they always start with normal, flying and bug types. Battling against trainers is also a lot more interesting, as there are several different mechanics and changes that come into play. See, when you are battling, you will notice that your attacks do not have power points like in Pokémon. Instead, you have a stamina bar below your HP that covers your mana to attack. The moment your stamina is depleted, your Nexomon needs to recharge and gains 10 stamina each turn, forcing you to swipe out a different Nexomon to continue the battle. Not only this, but the opponent also swaps their Nexomon much more frequently than we are known to see in Pokémon, making the battles much more strategic and challenging. Also, the fact that we are treated here with over 300 monsters that we have no idea what type or attacks they could know, feels like we are stepping in a brand new experience, like we did way back in the 90s with Red and Blue on the Game Boy. Seeing that there are over 300 Nexomon to collect, it's fun to see that developer Vivo Interactive came up with a few twists in how to catch them. Just like we already know, you lower the HP of the wild Nexomon and you can change its status, like making them burned or poisoned. Then you use an item called a Nexomon Trap in order to catch it. But in order to increase its success, you have to mash a series of buttons on the screen to make it all work well and keep it trapped. You can also use food to calm it down, or use special elemental traps that you can create or buy. Next to the story of the game, you also have a big world to explore, full of different sceneries like arid deserts, freezing tundras and lush forests. You can also find a big mix of characters that will either help you, battle you or give you side quests. Yes, you actually have those in the game as well. Most of these side quests are usually fetch quests or search quests to delve up elemental shards, which again are important to make Nexomon traps. The side quests may not be truly special, but it's a small addition to keep you busy and make sure you saw each nook and cranny of the world by the end of the game. Returning to previously visited areas for some side quests is also more rewarding than you might think. The game scales with you, and by this I mean that the tamers you battle with will gain more stronger Nexomon in time and even new lines of text as the game goes by. Challenging characters multiple times is also a good way to level up your Nexomon and keep everything fresh as you are nearing the end of the game. While the graphics might not be fully 3D, the 2D sprites and artworks are generally all well done, with great environments and even text bubbles to show emotions of characters. The Nexomon themselves might not be truly grand or heavily detailed, but since there are over 300 to collect, everyone will find a nice batch of favorites to take along in their party by the end. The only real odd thing about the overworld is that the critter you see following you isn't actually part of your team. These are called followers and can be earned or rewarded, but not used in battle, which just make them for show and are plain useless. In the end, Nexomon Extinction is an amazing step forward for the developer, with a better capturing system, a much better story and no loot boxes compared to the original. Well, at least not at launch. Let's hope it stays that way. If you are interested in a more mature story and generally harder combat, then Nexomon Extinction might just be for you. The game arrives August 28 on all platforms and costs around $20 American or €20. Have you played any other monster catching games before, or will you try out Nexomon Extinction yourself? Or were you just hoping for a more Pokémon experience? Let me know in the comments down below and be sure to hit that like and subscribe button for more weekly videos on everything gaming or Nintendo related. Stay safe and thank you for watching.